This is a pretty cool place to be. Lovely view of the bay. A little bit steep up here. Judy wouldn't like it. She'd like the view behind me. Look at that. Fantastic tombs, complete with 2 goats. Hello goats.
Hello and welcome to Tombay in Göcek in Turkey. It is getting hot.
Yes, summer has arrived. People have arrived as well. It really is holiday season now.
And it's getting busy, and we've packed quite a lot in this past fortnight, so I hope you like the film. Coming up, the tombs of Tombay, an ancient offering to the gods. A modern gullet, classic design with a personal touch. And shopping on the water, a floating supermarket open 24/7.
Just heading up to the top of Göcek Bay. There's a fuel station up there, and yeah, we need to fill up. It's essentially the first time this season that we've needed to do it. It's a sign of the fact that we've had pretty good wind the whole way through. I think we've probably sailed 90% of the time, which is, for the Med, really good. I mean, it's normally about 50%. But while we're there getting fuel, we're also going to pump out the black water. I've had this made out of a piece of stainless steel. There's a nice little yard. You can get anything made in Turkey. It's brilliant. But the caps that we have, these ones here, that's for the waste to pump out. And on this boat, it's a really fine thread. The thread is the same size, but it's quite a coarse thread on the usual caps, and ours was much finer. So we always have trouble getting a fitting to actually seal that properly when we're pumping out. So I had this made so we can test that out as well, see if it works.
Luckily, there isn't a queue for fuel, as it can get quite busy here, especially as the charter boats have to pump out every fortnight. The fuel and pump out?
Fuel and pump out.
Okay, great. Steve splashing down the decks in case of spillage is a source of bemusement for the professionals. And while he went off to get petrol, back on board, we began filling 2 of our 3 tanks. That should easily see us through to the winter. Then pumping out the holding tanks is very easy and a legal requirement in Turkey. The breeze is onside once we're done, and we have a lovely sail down to Tombay. There are hundreds of places to anchor along the coast, but we're told this bay is one of the nicest, and so it turns out. But first, we couldn't resist getting closer to the Abramovich yacht. Yes, she is still here, but no sign yet of her owner. The sea is flat calm, so stern tying at anchor should be easy enough. But the breeze has changed direction and is blowing us off, so we're being cautious. It's deep here, so we drop the anchor in 20 metres. We have a whole video on stern tying on our Patreon site, but put simply, it involves dropping your anchor, then backing up to the shoreline and tying on with 2 lines from the stern of the boat. It's a useful technique when an anchorage is busy, or in this case, where the water is too deep for us to anchor and swing. Well, we had the water maker on all day yesterday because we've got so much power now. And one of the advantages of that, of course, we've got lots of water and we can do our washing. Steve's having a go with the twin tub. It's our new device.
Yeah, look at that. Latest technology is fantastic. I noticed your birthday coming up, so I thought I'd better treat you. £7 a go they were. And best thing, they fold up.
Easy to store.
Magnificent.
Best birthday present ever, thanks. Who wants the real one when you can have a twin tub? You dry in no time.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lovely evening and quite a few of our fellow boaters are staying the night. In fact, that gulet next to us has been there for several nights. And we are here about to have a barbecue. We've got a fish, not one that we've caught, sadly. But hey, that's okay, there's the fish. And Steve's making a new recipe.
Yeah, it's good fishmonger here. Well, yeah, it's a strange recipe. You have to do the sauce in the saucepan on the thing first and squidge the juice out of the lemons. You've got chilies and garlic, and then that comes off. And let's put it on the board. And the fish, which has just got onions and lemon in it and lots of olive oil on it, goes on.
There's Steve, just call me Rick Stein, Steve.
Yeah. No, mark up here white, I think.
Oh, is that you?
I think it's better.
Okay.
And then while that's cooking, you pour the juices over.
Okay.
And then you have some spring onions on at the end for some apparent reason. Don't know why. But we'll see.
Sounds delicious.
It's supposed to be sea bream, and I've got no idea what this fish is, but
Well, those chilies, look at all those chilies.
yeah, they're quite strong.
Yeah, okay.
It's going to be nice.
Go for it when in Rome.
Oh, well, you do have, when in Rome, or when in Turkey, what you need is your recce.
Yeah, it's lovely.
This is what they have with their fish, and we're getting really used to this because it goes with fish really well, doesn't it?
It does, and I
Yeah,
think,
here's yours.
I'm not sure I liked ouzo so much when I was in Greece, but now we've had it in with fish.
It's because it's
Well,
recce, not ouzo.
Okay.
It's different.
Silly
Good.
me. they taste similar, honest. You just mix it with water. But I think it definitely is something that goes with your fish.
I did try and butterfly this fish because when you have it in the restaurants here, they sort of get it down the middle and flap it right open. But,
Yeah.
And I think I've just about managed it. I think I need sharper knives because couldn't quite get through the sort of the backbone to do it properly. But I think we'll cook it each side and then open it out for the last bit. See how that works.
Cooking takes about 15 minutes, and the outside barbecue is definitely the best option in this heat.
We do need to do more of this because it does keep the heat
Yeah,
out of the cabin.
Yeah.
And as the summer goes on, we're going to get lots more of that. Lots more.
And you will catch fish yourself. I know it. I
course.
can feel it. And I will help.
Yeah, I think the Aegean is going to give us some fish on the way back because that's the route we have. You're gonna
I am. I'm
say
gonna
where we're going?
We are on our way to Porto Montenegro, so we're going to spend the winter in Montenegro. Very, very excited about that.
Yeah.
Really pleased.
Yeah, it's a great place. If you saw when we went through there last time on the way down from Venice
Yeah.
through the Adriatic. It was it was absolutely brilliant place to stop. And we only had a week or so there, so great to spend the whole winter because you've got the mountains, so you've got skiing, you've got
Snow.
hiking,
Yep.
all that sort of stuff.
And the
So-
lakes. We've already explored the lakes a little bit, but yeah, more lakes.
And Porto Montenegro's got a gym, so we can get fit.
Absolutely.
That's great.
I think that's what we'll do. Don't we, Steve?
And not just go to all the many restaurants. Yeah, I think you're right. That is what we'll do.
But first, of course, a bit more turkey and lots of Greece.
Yeah, it's going to be a shame to leave Turkey. Turkey's lovely.
Yeah, it is.
But it's nice to go back through Greece. We can come a little bit further south in the Cyclades than we did before. We sort of went only sort of just below Mykonos before. I think this time we'll go a route a little bit further south and pick up some of those islands, so that's going to be lovely. And then hopefully we'll get to pass through the Corinth Canal. It opened on July 4th and immediately closed again due to a small landslip, but we're reliably informed it's open now. Then we can go up through the Ionian, and if we have time, stop at Albania. If not, we'll definitely do it after Montenegro because we've heard good things from many people that have been there recently. Then up to Montenegro, in time for the family to come out at the end of September. Sounds like a summer?
Right.
That's the verdict.
That's really nice. It's lovely. Yeah, it's nice.
What fish is it? Can you tell?
I'm afraid I can't. It's white. It's a sumi fish. But it's nice with the bits of garlic. I'm going to be brave.
Well, it's very windy. It's a day we should actually be sailing, but instead we're out in the dinghy because we're going to go and see some friends. So I'll go slowly and hopefully it won't be too much wind noise.
Yeah, we're going to see a gullet. Rob and Lisa have a gullet. Now, even before I came to Turkey, I said I want to go on one. I haven't been on one yet, seen lots of them, but Rob and Lisa own one and live on it and sail it, so yahoo!
Yeah, a sailing gullet. Yeah, we've got to see that.
This gullet is rather special because Rob and Lisa built it themselves. It's a classic design, brilliantly adapted for sailing short-handed.
Thank you. Come aboard. We like the gulet effect of sitting outside all the time and having the space outdoors.
And you do sail yours as well?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
we
do
do.
sail it. We wanted
Yeah,
to sail it.
goes nicely, yeah.
And it sails nicely, sails very nicely.
Yeah.
We found a carpenter shipbuilder in Fethiye and went with him to Marmaris and bought 12 mahogany logs. Sent the logs off to a mill in Istanbul and had it cut into wood and then shipped it down to Fethiye, and then we built a boat.
Wow.
The boat took just over 9 months to build. A creative evolution of classic design and modern technology. The look and feel of the boat is classic gullet, but the single mast and an updated hull layup makes it better for day-to-day cruising.
Come on inside, let me show you.
Oh wow, so this is your galley, it's
Yeah,
fantastic.
the salon and the galley. Yeah, it's
And-
a pride and joy.
Open space.
It's great. Yeah, I do my Pilates here. Mind the steps.
These floors are beautiful.
Thank you, yes. So that's the crew room and the crew bathroom.
Okay.
And then
Oh,
our
beautiful.
guest room.
Oh no, it's lovely.
Yeah.
And all mahogany.
All mahogany, yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Bathroom.
No, this is great.
Yeah, and we designed it ourselves, so we wanted
Yeah.
it just for us. That's why there's only one mast, so that we can operate it together.
And you've got a fantastic view back there.
Beautiful view.
Wow. And the 4-poster bed, how
I
lovely.
know. And that was also added extra about 5 or 6 years ago, I think.
Right.
Oh,
No, it's very, very glamorous. Slightly less glamorous, but super efficient, is the engine room.
Oh, look at that. That is one hell of an engine room. You have a party in there.
Yeah, I've got my tools down here. So I've got different sets of tools down there. This is a fuel tank, that's a fuel tank.
Yeah.
On the other side, another 500 litres each, 2,000 litres fuel.
Yeah.
There's 2 stainless steel water tanks there, giving me about 500 litres of water. Water maker, 180 litres a minute.
Yeah.
10 kilowatt generator. There's your hydraulic pump.
So hydraulic windlass, so your hydraulic steering as well?
Hydraulic steering.
Yeah.
I've got hydraulic bow thruster and
Yeah.
hydraulic autopilot.
See, I thought that it was difficult to get a bow thruster on a wooden boat, to fit it, to actually
the
get it to
gullet you
work.
can put in.
But you can put it in. I suppose because it's so thick wood and so
much
solid.
there, yeah,
the
and
movement.
we've used a bit of cement. The inside wooden boats, they put concrete because it's actually also very good
Yeah.
to absorb water in the
Yeah,
wood.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's supported with a bit of concrete on
Oh,
either
okay.
side of the barrel,
Yeah.
of the tunnel.
Yeah. The structure of this boat then, she's mahogany, it's mahogany, but you've skinned her with
With fiberglass. So the keel is mahogany, the ribs are mahogany, planks are mahogany, and then on top of the mahogany there's a layer of plywood, and then on top of that is I
Yeah.
think 3 or 4 layers of fiberglass.
Yeah.
Only what's in the water, and the green bit that you see. Above the water is wood, it's all mahogany.
Yeah.
And then the deck is new. The deck's about 6 years old. That's Burmese teak.
It looks amazing.
So we replaced the deck about 5-6 years
Yeah.
ago. It
Because
was
that's
Iroko before that.
Because that's the big problem, isn't it? With a wooden boat, having any water ingress, fresh water going inside, it's the fresh water that rots them, not the salt water, isn't
Fresh
it?
water's a nightmare.
Yeah.
So that's what we had. So I've actually just redone all the Sikaflex, taken it all off.
Wow,
We
that's a
strip it
job.
and then put a new one on.
And reasonably modern setup that you've got here, because you actually
That's
sailed this boat, don't you? Unlike all the other gullets.
This
that
gullet
you see.
sails. This gullet sails. We've had a mast made, so it's got an aluminium mast, not a steel mast
Yeah.
or a wooden
Yeah.
mast. With the boom, we've put a furler on it for the mainsail is on
Yeah.
a furler.
See, that's a good idea, isn't it? Rather than
So-
have it in mast where it can get stuck in a
Yeah,
tube.
so we've got this furler on the outside.
got
yeah.
it on the
Yeah, we've got all
outside.
the space. So you know.
I like that idea.
So what are your plans for sailing this boat?
One of our bucket list items is to do the Bodrum Cup. I don't know if you've heard about the Bodrum Cup. They do every year a race with gulets and sailing boats, I think.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
October,
yeah. Just sailing, okay.
Yeah.
And they just go from Bodrum, I think they go up to Diddham and across the Samas, and it's like around, but it's a 4 or 5 day exercise, so it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. And it's just gullets, to try and encourage the captains of the gullets to sail. Yeah.
As we say goodbye, it's time for me to go on my own trip back to the UK for a few days.
If you follow Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff, you might know that Judy's not with me at the moment. She's back in the UK. She's finally got to wear her funny robes and pick up her doctorate. So cheers, Jude.
I will now present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. For the thesis, not talking in riddles, to what extent can the making and use of factual documentary change understanding and attitudes towards female genital mutilation in the Gambia? Judy Aslett.
It's a fantastic achievement. It's a shame I couldn't be there, but leaving the boat in a marina in the middle of summer is exorbitantly expensive. So I'm getting a few boat jobs done while I'm here, waiting for her to come back, and actually having a bit of a meat feast as well. Might as well make the most of it on the barbecue. Don't have to do the veggie stuff. And actually, I've got a present as well, because we told you in the last episode I was trying to get a kayak, and it was actually delivered. Decathlon got it here, and there it is. It's a 3-man. I've just got 2 seats in at the moment, just using the middle one. But yeah, it seems very good. This is drop stitch floor, so it's a bit similar to a paddleboard, high pressure. I had been holding out trying to get one by Advanced Elements. They're supposed to be the best ones around, but really difficult to get hold of. It has been for the last couple of years since lockdown. Everyone wants to go kayaking, it seems. Even this one had to come from Istanbul. But yeah, quite pleased with it. So I'll have a little go. I think when it's cooler, I can take it out tomorrow morning. While out on my morning paddle, I noticed this, the reason Tombay got its name. Needs some investigation. It's quite steep, but look, here they are. It's pretty amazing. It's a nice view of the bay here as well. Fair Isles just around that point just there. And I think this is maybe as far as I can go. All bushes here. I'll have a look around, see if there's another way to get the final bit. Maybe through there. So a different line of attack. See if this will make it. One of our viewers thinks we're billy goats. Well, I think a goat could make this. I'm not sure I can, but we'll see. It's there. Steep bit coming up. Well, the mention of billy goats, and there they are, lovely goats. Hey lovelies, you like it up here, don't you? Yeah, well I've made it too, I know, you're surprised. This is a pretty cool place to be. Lovely view of the bay, a little bit steep up here. Judy wouldn't like it. She'd like the view behind me, look at that. Fantastic tombs, complete with 2 goats. Hello goats. These are pigeonhole tombs, painstakingly chipped out of the rock face almost 2,000 years ago. The Lycians believed a large siren-like creature would lift the bodies of the dead up to the gods. They bricked them into the holes they had dug and covered them in jewellery and coins. You can only wonder at the lengths people went to, scaling this cliff face and chipping away at the solid rock. A lot of effort to satisfy a mystical being. Some things never change. Some things in the bay have changed though. The supermarket boat has arrived. Hurrah! But there's no space in the car park. As you can see, the Migros boat is very popular. It's actually a genius idea. Comes every day and is actually very well stocked. It comes over from Fethiye and services all of the bays in the Göcek area. So along with the portable pump-out boats, massage boats, ice cream boats, you name it, people can stay at anchor here almost indefinitely. That's it, shopping's done. It's really good actually because it's a little bit too far to go in the dinghy to town, so I've been able to stay put here while Judy's away and just go there every sort of day or so and get what I need. But what you might notice is what most people are getting from there is bottles and bottles of drinking water. I mean, I suppose it's hot out here, but I mean, just loads of it. This is a much better system. We did a review of this. It's a Cuva system, so we get all our fresh water comes out of the tanks because that completely purifies it. It's brilliant. And I mention it because I know a lot of people haven't seen the video we've made. Have a look on that, and there is a sale on at the moment there. I'm on their emailing list. They sent me the other day. It's a big summer sale, so I'll put a link in the description for that. But it's a much better system, and you don't have all that waste. I mean, basically, what's happening to all this plastic? Well, I can tell you what's happened to it. Actually, it ends up on the beach over there. Luckily, the Turkish think of this too because there's a refuse centre over there, but enormous amounts of waste goes into there. There's 5 huge bins here, and they do get filled and emptied every day. For several nights I was mystified by the noises emanating from the cove, so I took the kayak over for a closer look. Wild boar. I kept my distance but tried to sneak up and get a shot in the darkness, but I think I was more scared of them than they were of me. But they were chased away by this, the aptly named Buck Moon, rising majestically behind Fair Isle.
That moon was quite spectacular and quite a special moon.
The Buck Moon, and it really was bright. It scared them away, which was a good thing because I'm on the beach there trying to do a time lapse.
I wondered what that noise was. They come out every night, but just before I went back to the UK, they were there one night and it was pitch black and I thought there was a sea monster going on. I really thought, wow, what have we seen, what have we seen?
Yes, yeah, I mean, it's odd because you think you hear little bits of noise, you think, what is that? I mean, it can't be rats, it's really big, and then you hear sort of, and they knock the bins over. I mean, they're massive, these boars, so you've got to be a bit careful.
But they do only come out at night, you told me.
Yeah, I've only ever seen them at night, yes.
So right. When it comes to canoeing, I can have a go. Without being chased.
They're not going to swim out and get you. It's absolutely fine. Yes, that canoeing. I mean, I did creep up there in the kayak at night, but the canoeing is great. I wish we'd got one earlier. Actually,
yeah, we should have done.
Yeah, really pleased with that. And actually, by the way, all the filming with that was done on the 360 camera, and I did just put out a video on using a 360 camera if anyone's interested in that. I think they're great. These things. It's good.
All of it, even the bit when you were coming around the corner.
All of it, yeah, all of it.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just sort of out because it's an invisible selfie stick. You put it out and it films everything, and you just don't see that you're holding it. So you can have it up in the air, out, whatever. It's great.
Excellent, and you got up really early.
At dawn. Yeah.
I was quite impressed.
It's the best time. It's so hot here. If you can get up at dawn, do that, and then in the evening's nice as well. But the middle of the day, wow, gets a bit much.
Which is why we are going to be heading off now I'm back. We'll probably leave Turkey in a couple of weeks, I would have
along
thought.
that route that we were showing you out to the islands. People just say, well, you get more wind, don't you, the Meltemi?
Exactly, yeah, you get more wind and you're out at sea,
Cools
so
you
it's
down.
a bit cooler. Yeah, so we'll be heading off in a couple of weeks, so who knows, in a fortnight's time we might even have left Turkey, though don't hold your breath because we tend to go slower than we think.
Well, there's always people to see. We've got some friends to see tomorrow, and yeah, so sort of odd bits that hold you up, but it's lovely. And yeah, we do need to get across though to get up for your birthday in Montenegro.
Yes, okay. Again, that's not till October, so we've got plenty of time. So we'll be heading out quite soon.
Yeah.
But it has been absolutely lovely to go back, lovely to be back here, and looking forward to the summer, really.
Yeah, really are. Yeah, it's going to be a great sail, I think, across the Aegean through the canal that's now open. So fingers crossed that stays open.
Yep.
And yeah, it's going to be a lovely summer.
So thank you very much to our patrons, and do think about becoming a patron if you watch us quite a lot and want to have a chat with our other patrons who are really very interesting.
More interesting than us, I think.
More interesting than us, almost certainly. So yes, we can recommend our WhatsApp group. And thank you very much to our subscribers as well, and thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.